It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they were.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Jalen Phillips make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. On third down, Lawrence taking a shot for Samuel. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. The Seahawks send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. That's taken on the 25. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Austin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a 1st down with that catch.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mark Andrews with his 2nd here. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage. And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him. Now a 2nd down and 6. Lawrence will throw. Dancing to his left. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there. Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him. 0. On play action, Lawrence. And the throw left sideline here is caught incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 14. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered. They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 141 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him. It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right. Touchdown, Seahawks! Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver. Be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds Austin complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now here's a throw that's complete and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Back to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Here's 2nd and 8. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Caught by Trimble. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Jacobs. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. Completes it to Austin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw again. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Austin. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And out now come the Seahawks. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Take a knee here. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Connecting with Andrews. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you
Tonight, from Lincoln Financial.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Burrow on play action. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow over the middle. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Here we go. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back to throw now on 1st down. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The numbers for Andrews last week: 12 catches, 107 yards.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
These two teams have met earlier in the season in Philly, with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. That time a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple of things working against them, and number 1, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number 2, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They mark him down right about the 1-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Austin.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Back to throw here. Touchdown, Cowboys! Allen Robinson, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys have taken a 13-0 1st quarter lead.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 1st quarter lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Burrow. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up second down.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road. So now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly.
From the 27,
Burrow.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds Austin complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now a man open down the middle of the field.
3 yards remain for second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Andrews.
And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Austin.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man complete. That's Andrews. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Looking to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And this one will run back to the 22. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Burrow will throw.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jalen Phillips in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Burrow looking to pass. Now Burrow loses the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
And this is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to take another shot here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Completes it to Austin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And this time they were ready for him, as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll set up to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head.
Now Burrow loses the football.
It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, get
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a quick throw here that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Back to throw again. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion. And now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys can... Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.